Good evening and welcome. This is a regular scheduled business meeting of Valencia County Commission for September 3rd, 2025. Mr. Ricky, would you lead us in the pledge?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, commissioners, have the agenda before us this evening. We got one change that we need to announce now. Item number 6, we had a request to postpone this till the meeting on the 17th. Other than that, are there any changes or concerns, questions regarding the agenda? Staff? There be none. It's recommendation to approve the agenda as amended this evening.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion to approve from Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Being none, Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, is approved as amended. We got one set of minutes from our 8/20/25 public hearing business meeting. Are there any changes to those minutes? Be none, recommendation, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
A motion to approve by Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Be none, Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, they stand approved. Public comment, none this evening. Move on to item number 5, commissioners, and anything you wish to bring to the table, any reports, or any discussion items?
Mr. Chairman,
Please.
I just wanted to say thank you to the manager as well as Ms. Benavides and Mr. Silva for putting on a really good community meeting about the Las Benavides Park. I think we're all a little bit surprised about the turnout and the community engagement. So just super excited to see where we're going with that and appreciate your guys' support with it.
Anything else? Staff? Okay. All right, thank you for that comment. Okay, item number 7 is an approval of amended intergovernmental agreement with the Administrative Office of the Court for improvements to the 13th Judicial Courthouse. And we got Ms. Benavides.
Good evening, Chairman, Commissioners. I'm here for consideration of the amendment to the AOC agreement that we had originally approved. The original amount of the grant was $546,509.64. We did complete the painting and the tinting of the facility. However, we had a shortfall in the carpeting. When we had originally requested bids, when we went out for this grant, the vendor that was contacted was not on state price agreement. And so when we finally got the grant and went out to get some quotes, there was a significant increase in the cost of the carpeting. So the AOC has given us an amended agreement to contribute another $72,000 for this project with the 50% match, but we would contribute $72,000 as well. There still is a shortfall of $258,862, but due to this coming up last year that we were going to have the shortfall, this has been budgeted in our I-5 26 to cover the shortfall and the match to complete the project. With that, I stand for any questions and recommend approval.
Any questions, Ms. Benavides? There be done, recommendation, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for approval by Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Be done. Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, is approved.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
are we gonna have any problems with the construction of the Morris with when they do that intersection? I know we gave the city some property for the court. Are they gonna do that where we're gonna have any problems with it?
No, they're taking, they've already taken that section of property that we donated or that we contributed to for that project. So when they do the parking lot, that will not be touched at all.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, item number 8 approval of a memorandum of understanding with the New Mexico Secretary of State for the regular local election. We got Ms. Brenda Hume and Shelley Trujillo. Welcome.
Good evening, Chairman and Commissioners. Before you is the memorandum of understanding that we receive from the Secretary of State's office before every statewide election that we administer. They statutorily are required to provide us funding to cover certain expenses that are election related, such as the publications, poll workers, and some supplies that are needed in order to administer the elections. There are still some costs that the counties are still tasked with having to cover. However, we're grateful that we can get whatever we can with this memorandum of understanding. For this election, they have awarded us an amount of $104,230.47. And I expect that we will burn through every bit of that and probably have some additional costs that we'll be presenting to the Secretary of State for reimbursement after the election. As clerks and former clerks, we have continued to lobby every year for these funds to be increased and cover more costs that are election related. You simply can't function and administer an election without some of these things, but because there's not a permanent funding source in place that is adequate enough to cover these at the state level, unfortunately, there are still some expenses that come back down to the county, and we continue to budget for those accordingly. With that, we stand for any questions, and we would ask for your approval on this.
Any questions, commissioners?
Mr. Chair,
Please.
would it be wise to maybe do a resolution and try to get the other 33 counties to, as a resolution from the counties to try to get you guys some more funding? That way all the counties are.
I would say we need all the help we can get on this subject. That might be a great way, and I can guarantee you that all 33 counties would be happy to participate in that. I can let Shelley
And
speak to that.
also, thank you,
Mhm.
Mr. Commissioner. It starts at the federal level also. And so when the federal funding is cut, the state funding is cut. And when the state funding is cut, we don't get any money.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of people going to Washington, DC to talk about these elections and how much it does cost.
Mhm.
What comes out of it, we don't know. We just know we're not getting the money we used to.
And we're not getting adequate to cover the costs. So
I don't know where the Secretary of State, when we have to ask for a reimbursement, I don't know where they're pulling the money from.
I guess my point is just the squeaky wheel gets the deal, and if all the counties, if, it's not just the clerk's office, if the county commissions and everybody else are trying to ask for money, saying we're getting short and having to spend our money,
yeah,
if it's something that would help, maybe we could do it.
we would welcome any help that we could get in trying to pursue this. Like I said, Shelley and I both have been working on this project since we both became clerks back in the day when the counties had to foot the entire cost of elections. We've made great strides. At least we get money for probably, what would you say, 75%?
Yeah.
Of
pretty
the
close.
extent, yeah, of the expenses. But statutorily, the Secretary of State's office is supposed to reimburse us for all costs related with election administration, and yet they fall short. So.
Any other questions or comments, commissioners? Not, is there a recommendation, please?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
A motion for approval from Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Berry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Be done, Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, item 8, approval of an amended joint powers agreement establishing the opioid remediation collaborative. Mr. Nance, you can take this?
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, As you know, we established the opioid remediation collaborative with 6 other counties, Valencia County being the lead and the fiscal agent for the process. Again, it's an independent governmental entity, just like the Regional Dispatch Authority. And the purpose, of course, is to pool our opioid funds to use them for what they can be used and have a greater ability to have funding and to have an entity that processes those funds, considering that it's relatively complicated and very limited to what we can use them for. I think that it's going pretty well. Every county involved has a representative on the board. That said, the purpose of this amended JPA is to make it easier for other entities to join. Basically, it would require, rather than currently what it would require would be an amended joint powers agreement each and every time. So 7 county commissioners or 8 or however many there are would have to vote to allow, an entity on. Because really what bringing an entity on means they throw their money in and they participate in the pool. I think that the consensus is to change the process where the opioid remediation collaborative can ultimately vote to approve another entity to come on. This is really being spurred by Los Lunas wants to join. So they're the entity that really would like to get in. And there's numerous other counties and municipalities that would like to join, but I think it's a good thing. Anytime we can get more of the money, then we're doing better for the community at large. So I'd stand for your questions or approval.
Any questions, Mr. Nance? There be none, recommendation, please.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for approval for Commissioner Bazell, second by Commissioner Barry. Any discussion on the motion of the second? None. Commissioner Rich, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Barry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, is approved. Okay, item 10. The signed up, sorry. Thank you. Okay, item 10, consideration of a resolution, order approving property tax rate, County Assessor Ditmore. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and and Commissioners. I come before you this evening with a resolution to approve the 2025 tax rates. An amended copy of the certificate should have been placed with your packets. We received an email this afternoon with amended rates for the Mid-Rio Grande Conservancy District. After some confusion with the state a few weeks ago, I did make sure that the Valencia County Arroyo Flood Control District mill rate did get included in this packet. And I would recommend approval and stand for any questions.
Any questions, commissioners? There be none, is there a recommendation?
Mr. Chair, motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for approval from Commissioner Barry, second by Commissioner Richardson. Any discussion on the motion or the second? Then Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Barry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes, is approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, this resolution is 2025-58.
Okay, item 11, approval of a cost of care agreement with Bernalillo County for the housing of Valencia County juvenile detainees. Manager Erga?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. This agreement came to us a couple weeks ago. Albuquerque, Bernalillo County is raising the price on juvenile detainees. As you know, we do not have a mechanism to house them in county, nor do I think we want that responsibility. We got rid of that a while back. This is kind of just bringing it to you, updating the agreement with Bernalillo County. Our detainees are not necessarily sent to Bernalillo County because it's been expensive to house them there anyway. We utilize other entities first. But in the event that we need to have this agreement in place, and unfortunately the price is the price. So this just gets us current with Bernalillo County in the event that we need to house juvenile detainees in Bernalillo.
Mr. Chairman, if I might, I had put in my agenda request form comment that the previous price was in the $300 range. I was off on my previous price. The previous price is currently $425. So they're going up basically $50, not the amount that it would otherwise state. But still, it's significant cost. But I think, as the manager said, it's an option that we may be forced to use. We don't want to use it until last resort, but if you have to, you have to.
Commissioners, any questions?
Mr. Chair.
Please.
Jonathan, how often or how many of these would you say we do, like roughly monthly or?
There's not a great answer to that. Let's, do you know, sir? Yeah, the warden and we spoke about it this afternoon. He said it's not something that he really does. It comes more from the sheriff's office. So,
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, it's pretty rare that we get the opportunity to book a juvenile. So what's required is once we have a juvenile offender, we contact the Juvenile Probation and Parole Office, who does an assessment. They do a point value system as to whether the juvenile can be taken into custody. If JPPO authorizes us to take the juvenile into custody, the sheriff's office then looks where is a bed available. Quite frankly, the Bernalillo County Juvenile Detention Center has usually pretty booked. So we don't often have that as an ability to use. We're often driving to Las Cruces to book juveniles or other facilities across the state to do so. So I would say that it occurs maybe 2 to 4 times a year in the Bernalillo Juvenile Correctional Facility.
Thank you. Any other questions, Commissioners? Thank you.
Thank you.
There be none, is there a recommendation, please?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion for approval from Commissioner Bazell, seconded by Commissioner Berry. Is there any discussion on the motion of the second? There being none, Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I'll vote yes, it is approved. Okay. Okay, we're at the point in our agenda that calls for an executive session. Mr. Nance, would you please announce it?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman, pursuant to section 1015(1)H, the following matters may be discussed in closed session. Under real property, 1015(1)H8, the property located at 3331 New Mexico 47, Los Lunas, New Mexico 87031.
Motion to go to executive session for the stated reasons.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Berry, second by Commissioner Bazell. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Be done. Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. We will return out shortly.
Also, I said 2 to 4 times a year for the sheriff's office, but that would not include Los Lunas.
Okay, this time we need a motion to reconvene in regular session, please.
So moved.
Second.
A motion to reconvene by Commissioner Berry, second by Commissioner Bazell. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Be none. Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Mr. Nance, would you summarize the items discussed in closed session, please?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. The items discussed in closed session were delivered those specified in the motion for closure, specifically the real property at 3331 New Mexico 47, Los Lunas, New Mexico, and no final action was taken.
Motion to that effect, please.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Berry, second by Commissioner Richardson. Any discussion on the motion of the second? Be done. Commissioner Richardson, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Bazell, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Berry, your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparkman, your vote?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Okay, got a couple upcoming meetings to announce. September 17th, 2025, public hearing business meeting here in the chambers, also via Facebook Live. October 1st, 2025, business meeting, 5 PM here in the chambers, also via Facebook Live. Any closing comments by fellow commissioners? Staff?
Mr. Chair, I believe it's next Thursday is going to be the gathering of the counties, at the state fair. So
Bless you.
we'll get a announcement out for that in case y'all want to join. It's a pretty good time. We have a booth there. Majority of the 33 counties have booths there, and then it's kind of hang out with your peers and see what's going on around the state. It's a good day to check out the fair.
You good? Anything else? We are adjourned. Thank you, guys.